Well, I thought today I'd tell you guys what to expect in the next month or two, so stay tuned. Okay, well, there's a bunch of stuff going on. I'll just tell you that. First of all, let's talk about Lake of the Woods. Well, last Friday they did stock it, but they stocked it at the Aspen Ramp. They put 1,000 trophy trout in. And let me tell you, they don't tell them where they're putting it or when they're putting it. They just tell you the week they're putting it. So, this week they're going to put 1,300 in. Don't know what day. Could be today. We don't know. More than likely it's Thursday. It's usually the day they like, but last week they did it on Friday. They did it at the Aspen Ramp. We don't know where, what day, so it's a mystery. It has picked up fishing. You'll see in my latest video. Caught a couple trout. It was cold. It was snowing yesterday. Really cold. So, really cold. And a little breezy. You know how Lake of the Woods gets. That wind chill factor really picked up. And but this weekend's going to be beautiful. In the 70s, it's going to be gorgeous. The water will be warming up. It was only 46 degrees yesterday, surface temp. And we need that water to warm up for the bass and the crappie and all the other fun stuff to really come up and start to hit. But with more and more introduction of fish into the lake, it'll wake up the lake. It's going to do really well in the next few weeks. So really try to plan to get out to the lake. This weekend will be a great fishing weekend at Lake of the Woods. You'll catch at least trout. So, here on Terrible at Fishing. You know, I've been having sort of an epiphany over on Whatnot. And so I want you guys to schedule Saturday the 18th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll be selling my lures on Whatnot. And I've been working really, really hard at painting lures. And today I'll be getting some more fittings and terminal tackle on it. A lot of Gamakatsu hooks. You will find that all my baits are fitted really well. My hooks, just the hooks today. $70 I'm paying just for hooks. And you're thinking, Mike, why do you do that? Why do you pay so much for hooks? I go, because a hook is the secret ingredient to a lure. What good is a lure if it gets a hit and the fish can spit it out? And that happens a lot with store-bought lures. You could get a beautiful lure and get a fish on it, but the fish can't spit it out. And what did you pay for? A momentary excitement to be followed by great disappointment? Because that's pretty much what you're doing. So when I buy a really nice lure, I have to check out the hooks on it. Now, 6 Sense has really good hooks, so that's one mass manufacturer. I would tell you, you don't have to change the hooks on. But I buy some baits, and I have to swap out hooks, and hopefully the bait swims well. We're going to do a video on tuning a bait too, out on the lake. So maybe this weekend when I'm out on the lake, I'll show you guys how to tune a lure. Because if a lure is not swimming straight and it's drifting one side or the other side, there's an easy way you can tune it and make it swim straight. That happens to my lures too. It's just one of those things you need to learn how to do. Now, what to expect? Well, definitely put down the 18th at 1 o'clock. It's an auction. I'm giving away a reel. It's not an expensive reel, but it's a good reel. All right, this is a good reel for free. It's worth every penny you're not going to pay for it. And it's a $30 reel. bait caster right-handed. Beautiful reel. It really is a beautiful, beautiful reel. It's made by a company called Kunan, and it's called the Fiend. It's 5+1 bearings. It is a beautiful reel. Really good starter reel. It's a really good starter reel. This is what's so interesting about this reel. This reel has a 6-point centrifugal braking system, and that really is better than magnets centrifugal braking systems. So if you want to learn how to use a bait caster, then using one with centrifugal braking is probably your best bet. I do love a lot of things about it, including its line guide. It's actually a pretty nice little reel, and I'm giving this away to the buyers. One of the buyers on the 18th. So you gotta buy something to get it, or a chance to get it. Also, I'm selling a very nice $90 Abu Garcia for 65 bucks, I think, and some great baits, really good baits. Now, I'm going to kind of use what little skill I've got to do some restoring. So what you're going to see in the next few weeks is me taking very old wooden baits that are in pretty bad shape. Wooden baits are fun. They have history. They are worth more money than you would think. There's some old baits out there that are worth thousands of dollars just for a bait. So what we're going to do is take some of these baits and really restore them. We'll sand them down. We'll get that, get the fit and finish just perfect, and try to recreate the original designs. I will recreate the original designs on these baits and then refit them with up-to-date hardware. And then we'll sell those or put them in a collection. One of the two. We'll see. If it doesn't sell, then it goes in my collection. I also will be restoring some really cool vintage reels, and we'll be customizing some of them. So I got some Zebcos, which are spin casters, and I feel kind of fun to do some customizing on the Zebcos. I do have a very exciting reel coming in, and just the handle on that reel is worth $80. Just the handle. It's wooden. There's some really interesting stuff. Some of it's going to be junk. Probably use it for parts. But I think you guys are going to see some really neat videos in the next few weeks on my channel. And you're going to see sort of a progression of taking something so ugly or something didn't work and making it like new. That's going to be a lot of fun. You're just going to... I love restoring stuff. You guys know I'm a big car guy, so I've restored, several cars. My favorites, I've done a couple 69 Dodge Charger RTs, and it's just fun to take something that with history, and when you get it, it's just junk. When I got my last 69 Dodge Charger, it was like, oh, it was so ugly. Barely drove. When you went straight, you had to, the steering was doing this just to stay on the road. It looked like it could spontaneously combust at any second. But 7 years later, it's perfect. And it's really, it's really all it's the journey to the end. And then in the end, you guys get a shot at owning it. And so I enjoy the process of restoration. When I get a reel, we're going to take this, it's called a Shimano Sustain. It's a vintage reel. It looked like it was in pretty good shape online, so I bought it. But we're going to take it, we're going to tear it apart on the desk, and we're just going to analyze each piece, clean every one of them. Any parts that I can find, that I can go ahead and um, purchase that needs to be replaced, and we'll restore this reel. And this reel, in the end, will show some wear, but in the end will work as good as new. And so for whoever buys it, I might just keep it. I don't know. This is going to be a really good reel for somebody if they want to use it. If they don't want to use it, it's going to be a great piece in their collection, and it'll only increase in value. Some of these things you just want to. I've got an old lure that's worth $100, new in a box coming, and the box. I mean, the box looks good, but definitely has yellowed, with age. But it's a wooden lure, and so we'll see. There's some really cool stuff coming in. But I want you guys to understand too that when you buy a lure from me, I don't cheapen the parts on it. I mean, even the split rings are expensive. Okay, even the split rings are expensive, and the hooks are expensive. Some of these hooks cost $4 each, just for the hook. So, and that's important. Like I told you already, that's important because you do not want a fish to hit a beautiful bait that you paid good money for, and then be able to spit it out. There are some of my baits that I put really good hooks on, but I had to change them because when I used them, I was in a fight with it and I lost the fish. So I said, okay, how can I improve this lure? And so I have to go back and I look at the hook and I look at the shape and I look at the design of the hook. I said, okay, what can I do in order to keep this fish, the next fish, from being able to spit this bait out? And that's what I've done. And the more I fish, the more I learn. And I fish a lot. You guys know I fish a lot. I want you guys to, give this a little bit of thought, but definitely go down to on Whatnot. I'll put a link down below of my auction. So please hit the link down below for my auction on the 18th, and then bookmark it. I think you really, really like. If I could get some of these, again, it takes forever for the USPS to deliver this stuff. If I can get some of this stuff in and maybe do some, although I'm going to be fishing a lot. So I will, I'm looking at my wall. You might see some surprises in this auction. Maybe, maybe not. Some of the stuff that I'm talking about. But know that if you do buy something, you'll be you can enter the drawing for that bait caster. And like I said, it's a good learning bait caster. I love centrifugal braking systems. My best bait casters that I've learned on, and I still enjoy greatly, has centrifugal braking. And so you will really, really enjoy using that reel. And a lot of people have trouble with bait casters. So I want you to, practice. Watch my video on bait casting, and you will get the hang of it. And then, you might keep it because it has sentimental value. But you would definitely get hooked on bait cast fishing, because it is just so much fun. Check out Cajun Rods. Cajun Rods has a great sale going on right now. Pissy Fun always has good sales. But get a Cajun rod right now, because really, an American-made handmade rod, all carbon fiber for $99 on up, you really can't go wrong. Can't go wrong at all. And if you watched my last video, that was a Cajun trigger. I was catching those trout on. It is my favorite line of rods by them, because I love light tackle. So on that particular reel, you'll probably use a medium light. and that would be a good, probably medium on that particular reel. But I would hope, out of the thousands of views my videos get every month, that hopefully you guys can hit that link below and join me a week from Saturday. And a week from Saturday, I want to sell out. Now, if I sell out of all these lures and everything that I posted, if I sell out of everything, which isn't a lot, okay, we're talking about 35 or 40 items. It's not a lot, but it's a lot of work for me. It's a lot of expense for me. What I want to do is I want to set up a soft bait station. So I want to start making soft baits, soft plastics, really unique stuff. I don't want, in fact, I have a guy that will make any mold I want, any design I want. In the end, I want to give you guys something that I don't want to just make Senkos or Ned worms or ectocraws or anything like that. I want you guys to have something that works, of course, but of my design and unique, that you would get something unique from A Terrible at Fishing, from Mike Ruffino. And when you throw it out there, you'll have a great time pulling it in. And there is some really cool designs I'm working on that you guys will really enjoy. But I need to sell out on Saturday, a week from Saturday, on the 18th, in order to make that order possible. And it would take a while for my order to be made and then shipped to me. But hopefully this summer we can start infusing, injecting plastics. And you guys can buy bags of plastics from me, unique, for like $5 or whatever it is. And just having that, I don't know, just having something different. Bass are smart, so, they have instinctive memories. So you need to give them something new, something different, different colors, different scents, different everything, in order for you to be able to fool them enough for you to catch them. So I've got some custom stuff coming, and I think you guys really, 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 really like this stuff. Really like this stuff. I really do. And your support of the channel, which I greatly appreciate, helps me to do more fishing, which I enjoy. But when I fish, I also experiment and I learn and I test, and then I go ahead and create new things, and then you guys get the advantage of my hobby and my research and my what little skill I've got, and we'll get that stuff done. But I want to thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want you to hit that link down below and bookmark that auction. Bookmark that auction. And my baits, my baits will start at auction at $7. Most of them will be about $20. These are all custom baits, all unique baits. And you will, if you can see yourself to support the channel, and you'll like what comes next. You really are going to like what comes next. If I sell out on the 18th, then we can set up for what comes next on Whatnot. Whatnot is pretty cool. Really cool. Don't go to it without self-control, though. Don't go to it unless you got self-control. But anyway, I want to thank you guys again. And we're going, hopefully I will see you on the 18th. If not, maybe I'll see you at the lake. I know I've got some viewers that are going to be there this weekend, and we'll get them set up and we'll get them catching some fish too. So, but Lake of the Woods, boom. See that lake behind me? Last two times I've gone out, yesterday and last week, it was snowing. Oh, it was so cold. Buy hand warmers. They're only this big though. It's made for baby hands. Anyway, we'll see you guys out on the water and hopefully on the 18th. Hit that link below and bookmark it. Thanks, guys.